My name is Michael Salamon, and I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Ellison Bodenhausen Orthopedics. I've currently been in practice for almost 17 years now, and I joined this current practice about 14 years ago, and I've been very lucky to be a part of this practice. We work very hard to get where we want to be, and I feel like I couldn't have been luckier to be at this particular practice. Unlike a lot of physicians in this town, I'm not from this area. I grew up in Northern California, and I went to the University of Michigan. And then I went to medical school in Philadelphia, and that's where I met my wife. We then went back to Northern California, and I did a 5-year residency in orthopedic surgery at the University of California at Davis, and that's where both of my kids were born. I have 2 boys, and they were born in Sacramento. And then we decided I wanted to do some additional training, and I did a fellowship, which is an additional year of training in sports medicine and foot and ankle reconstruction at the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics in Iowa City, Iowa. And then it was time to get a job. And I actually got recruited to come to the Louisville area, and I'd never been to Kentucky, I'd never been to Louisville, didn't know anybody in Louisville, and we decided we had heard it was a nice place to live, and we took a little bit of a leap of faith and interviewed here, and ultimately moved our entire family to Louisville 17 years ago without knowing a single person. And a few years after that, I had the opportunity to join Ellison Bodenhausen Orthopedics, and when I got that chance, I jumped at it. And it was a no-brainer for me to take that new position, and I've never regretted it since. I do a lot of general orthopedics. I do a lot of sports medicine. I do a lot of joint replacements. I do a lot of trauma, broken bones, torn tendons. I've definitely learned when you come out of training, you think you know it all. You don't. And I've been in practice for 17 years, and there's no question that I learned something that makes me a better doctor every single day I practice medicine. My patients teach me a lot. And if you listen to your patients and listen to those people you work with, it makes you a better doctor. You can be the best doctor in the world or think you're the best doctor in the world, but you're only as good as the people that are around you. And so it's a matter of really treating your teammates, those who are helping provide care for your patients and supporting your practice, building a team, supporting that team, and finding the right people that ultimately make you better at what you do because they're good at what they do. I love to travel. As much as I like my job and I love practicing medicine and doing surgery, I try to be gone as much as possible. I love to travel all over the world. I definitely have an adventure bug, and I like a lot of adventure sports, so I just got done mountain biking and came over here. Love the mountain bike. I love to ski. I try to ski all over the world whenever I can. And I love it. It's a great thing to do with my family. I do it with my wife, I do it with my kids, and it's a great time to spend time together. But that's most of what I like to do. I feel incredibly grateful to be where I am today. I mean, to be an orthopedic surgeon in the United States of America is, despite the fact it required a lot of hard work on my part, I'm really fortunate to be able to do this job here and care for my patients at the highest level. I feel really good about what I do for my patients and my team does for my patients. I feel like the patients that come to see me, they get the absolute best care, and it's really inspiring to see them come in a position of stress. They come in either injured or they have a condition that really limits their quality of life, and being able to make a difference and make them better and feel better and do the things that they want to do. That's a pretty rewarding thing. And another thing I really like is I got an opportunity about 14 years ago to be a clinical professor at the University of Louisville, which for me was spending time with the residents and teaching them. And I've done that for 14 years. And I'm really grateful for those who dedicated a lot to me to make me what I am today, and I feel like I've had an opportunity to do the same and give back to the residents at University of Louisville, who are, I call them a great bunch of kids as I get older. But I really enjoy that. They keep me young, and they're also right on the cutting edge and stuff like that. And when I say I learn something every day, I learn a lot from the residents. It's not just me teaching them; they're teaching me as well.